Hello, happy Friday. Welcome to Time Out Overtime on the Time Out Overtime YouTube channel. I'm Rick Arsenal. You know the drill. If you haven't done so yet, get down there in the corner, smash the like and subscribe button. Thanks for watching. Let your friends know the next subscriber to my podcast will indeed be the winner. And if you already subscribe, you know what they're going to win. So, we're only going to go about 10 minutes. It was a relatively slow Friday up until the last 90 minutes or so, as it is often at the trade deadline, whether it be the MLB or NHL or NFL or even the NBA. A trade can be, if it's, today was a good example of that. The trade deadline was 3 o'clock. We heard nothing from Steve Yzerman. And obviously, he did make a last-minute deal, which didn't really get announced until about 10 or 15 minutes after 3 o'clock. So he did. And if you haven't heard, now we know what the Perron deal was all about yesterday. So he acquired Justin Faulk, 32-year-old defenseman from the St. Louis Blues. For the Wings, a first-round pick, a third-round pick, and veteran defenseman Justin Holl. Holl, Holl. The first-round pick was the Wings pick. Now, the third-round pick, which up until yesterday had belonged to San Jose, but it came over here in the Perron deal. Now we know why he maybe made the deal yesterday to give him an extra pick to trade. Well, anyway, Justin Faulk is a Red Wing. I don't know if he'll be out there playing tonight as they take on the Florida Panthers at 7 o'clock at Little Caesars. It was a bad loss for them on Wednesday. Had a 3-1 lead over a bad Las Vegas Knights team with about 8 or 9 minutes left, and ended up losing the game in overtime. They did get a point out of it, but at this junction, at this time of the year where we're at right now, every point is crucial. Now, are they a better team with Faulk? He'll be part of that second line defense. Obviously, he's not there in there with the Snyder or Edmondson, but he's 32 years old. He's had a decent season this year. He is a -3. Am I getting a? Hang on here. Okay, all right. He is a -3, but pardon the interruption. Are they a better team without him, or with him rather? That remains to be seen. I don't know. On paper, are they better? Maybe slightly. This is not an eye-opening, earth-shattering deal. So we'll see. I mean, he did something. Okay, he made a trade yesterday to apparently set this one up. So that's where they're at right now. Pistons play tomorrow night after having now lost consecutive games against Cleveland and San Antonio on the road. They're back home tomorrow night to take on the Nets, the Brooklyn Nets. I guess the bad news, too, for the Pistons is that Jason Tatum will be back in the lineup tonight for the Celtics. And they're only 4.5 games back. Now, remember, in order for the Celtics to end up the first seed in the East, they'd have to finish at least one game better than the Pistons, because the Pistons, having won the season series 3-1, have the tiebreaker. So if the teams were to finish with identical records, the Pistons would get the number 1 seed in the East. So keep that in mind, too. But Jason Tatum is back tonight for the Celtics. We'll see. I mean, he's got, obviously, having not played all year, he's got fresh legs. And that's probably the team I fear more than anybody else in the East, So, yeah. And quickly, too, Michigan and Michigan State both won last night. The Michigan State game, it was senior night. It'll be senior day for the Wolverines on Sunday when they play the Spartans at Chrysler. It was senior night last night, and Michigan State senior forward Jackson Kohler had his great grandfather, Earl Chuck Kohler, there last night. He's a 102-year-old veteran from the Pearl Harbor bombing. He was recognized as one of just a few remaining survivors from that 1941 attack, 102 years old. And he kind of stole the show from Barry Sanders, who was there, because his son plays for Michigan State. You probably didn't know that. Now, obviously, he didn't get much playing time. He got a little bit toward the end of the game last night, but up until somebody mentioned it this morning, I didn't even know that Barry Sanders was there last night. So it was Jackson Kohler's great grandfather that stole the show, and rightfully so. Nice scene last night. Anyway, Michigan and Michigan State both winning last night. They've got one more regular season game left. Sunday on CBS at 4:30. Okay, then the conference tournament starts, I think, either Tuesday or Wednesday at the United Center in Chicago. We're going to get you caught up on that. Let's get our sponsors out of the way, then we'll finish it up here. This is more of a testimonial for me than it is reading a prepared script. Finish Line Family Restaurant on Carlton Road in Hillsdale, directly across from Aeroswift Printing, in between the railroad tracks, has been a part of our community for more than 4 decades. They have been proudly serving us now for more than 40 years, and you won't find a better sit-down comfort food restaurant in our area. It's not even close. I mean, let's look at the hours of operation. 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. daily. They're open until 8 Friday nights with all-you-can-eat fish. Several new menu items. They're all great. I've tried them all, especially on Monday and Friday. They beef and noodles with onions and mushrooms. Melts in your mouth, folks. It tastes like something your mother would have made. That's good stuff. That's all. In fact, I'm going to have that tonight. Fast, friendly service, great family atmosphere, award-winning breakfast served all day. As I said, a lot of new menu items. It's all good. I can't, like I said, for me, this is more of a testimonial than it is reading from a prepared script. The Finish Line Family Restaurant on Carlton Road in Hillsdale. And I can promise you, when you fuel up from food at the Finish Line, you'll always finish first. And when you walk out the door after a great meal, a great experience, you'll leave with a smile on your face too. I can promise you that. I'll see you there. I better see you there. Okay. All right. We're also brought to you in part by Barrett Insurance. Got a question for you. Have you got your playbook ready for Medicare? Don't let healthcare costs mince you. We're calling an audible with Joe Roon at Barrett Insurance to help you navigate Medicare and health insurance. Whether you're aging into Medicare, you're in a special enrollment period, or you're losing other coverage, Joe's got the stats and the know-how to help you score the best coverage for your needs. Plus, you get a game plan for retirement health care costs. What about businesses? Well, don't get sacked. Joe's got group help. Joe's got group health care coverage options for you too, okay? All right. You give Joe a call at 517-849-1000 or check him out at www.barrettins.com. You find him at the corner of US 12 and M99 in Jonesville. That's Joe Root Insurance, protecting your dreams. 517-849-1000. That's barrettins.com. Barrett Insurance, protecting your dreams, okay? We're also brought to you in part by Quality PC in downtown Hillsdale, 37 Waldron Street, about 100 yards west of Howell. 517-610-5372. The only place in our area to go for tech services. There's not close. There's no other place. Wherever you got computers, flat screen TV mounting, programming setup, internet. Maybe you're changing internet providers. You need that installed. Printers, anything at all. Just get in there and see them. Tim Lilly and his staff are more than capable of resolving any technical issues you may have. I can promise you that. And again, I'm not reading from a script. This is a testimonial. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for them. Okay? All right. 517 610 5372, or get in there and see them at 37 Walton Street in downtown Hillsdale and tell them Mickey sent you. Thank you very much. Quickly, Justin Verlander made his first start of the spring for the Tigers today. Good news is he's fine, healthy. He did start out walking a batter and giving up a home run. His pitch count got up to 22. He exited the first inning, came back out again to pitch the second inning. You could do that in spring training, and struck out 3. Looked good, healthy. Tigers did win the game 11-3. The hitting star, I guess you could say, was Matt Verling, who went 3 for 3 with a home run and 4 RBIs. The guy's only batting .533 this spring. Had a shoulder issue all last year, which really, I really kept him down, and I think it affected the Tigers not having his bat in the lineup. They talk about the Tigers needing a right-handed bat. They should have gone out and gotten one in the spring. Maybe the one that they got was Matt Verling. Maybe he's the right-handed bat they were looking for. A healthy Matt Verling could make a big difference on this team. Problem is, where would he play? I think Verling's having such a good spring. I think you could very well see McGonigal start the season at Toledo, at least for the first few weeks anyway, with Byers at shortstop. Remember, Verling can play center field. He might be on a platoon there with Parker Meadows if Meadows makes the team, which right now that's questionable. So anyway, they play again tomorrow. Pittsburgh Pirates at 1:00 at Lakeland. Game will be on WCSR at 1:00. Okay, got you caught up with that. Football. Taylor Decker at the Combine announced that he was coming back this year. Immediately after Brad Holmes said that they weren't sure that he was coming back. Adjust my camera just a little bit here. There we go. It's coming down. I gotta make a repair on that. Anyway, once he announced that he was coming back, they started negotiating. The Lions requested that he take a pay cut for this season. And that's when Decker said, you know what, just release me. Let me go. And by doing so, the Lions will save about $12 million in cap space. I said up until the news came out today, I said I wish he would have never decided to come back. I think the Lions are better off without him. I think what they'll do is move Penei Sewell from right tackle over to left tackle. And I think the 17th pick, they could move up or move down, whatever they decide to do. I think their first pick will be a tackle. And it could very well be one of these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 big guys. Okay. Monroe Freely, the big tackle out of Georgia. Blake Miller, the big tackle out of Clemson. Caleb Lemieux, big tackle out of Utah. Caden Proctor, the monster tackle out of Alabama. Francis Magua, big tackle out of Miami. And Spencer Fano out of Utah, former teammate of Caleb Lemieux. Okay, I think one of those young men will be the Lions' first pick, and they will immediately start and play at right tackle. I fully expect, I'll be surprised if the Lions don't go out on Monday or Tuesday. Monday is when everything happens. That's when you're going to hear about a lot of negotiating going on, tampering. You can close deals with players starting Monday with free agency, but you can't officially sign anybody until next Wednesday. But a lot of the news comes out on Monday already, and I think the new Lion center will be one of these guys. It won't be Tyler Linderbaum. He's the top-rated center from the Ravens. I think he'll end up either with the Giants or the Chargers. So I think his salary is a little bit. He will be, whoever he signs with, he will be the highest paid center in the history of the National Football League. More like, I think, Connor McGovern from the Bills. He's a top 3 center. Cade Mays of the Panthers is another high-end starter. Ethan Posick of the Browns, another starting caliber center. I think it'll be one of these three: Connor McGovern, Cade Mays, or Ethan Posick as your starting center. And I think your guards will be. I think the right guard will be Tate Ratledge, and left guard will be Christian Mahogany. I think that'll be the Lions' new offensive line this coming season. And a lot can happen between now and then, and we'll see what transpires on Monday. But when I talk to you all again on Monday at this time, I'm assuming the Lions will have a new center. Keep your fingers crossed. At least that's what I'm hoping anyway. Okay, I got to get out of here. That's going to do it for me. Okay, here we go. Tomorrow morning, we'll talk about this from 9 to 10 here on WCSR. Time Out with Andy and Jed, 92.1 FM. We'll talk about this all tomorrow. And, of course, I'll talk to you all again on Monday. So I'll simply wish you all a very pleasant weekend coming up. Hope it's good for you. I can't thank you enough for watching and listening. Please remember to treat each other with respect. So until Monday, I'll simply say have a great weekend, everybody. So long for now. Bye-bye.